Hey, good afternoon. It's Ellis. Happy to be with you today for some chair yoga. Like we do every other week, today's practice will be a more dynamic practice. So we'll be getting up and down off of our chair. So just be sure you've got a little bit of space cleared around you. I don't have a ton, um, but enough that you can kind of be on either side of your chair. Not a lot of props that we need today unless your feet don't reach the ground, in which case I grab a cushion or blocks underneath your feet. All right, so take some time to set your space as usual. Turn off your notifications on your phone, on your computer, whatever device you're using today. Shut the door and give yourself this next 30 minutes of devoted attention and practice. Gift yourself 30 minutes to be on your own, in your breath, and in your body. And it's my real life experience that when things are challenging, when anxiety is high for whatever reason, that I resist practices like this that invite me to turn off distraction. And that resistance comes from a desire to check out. And so what we're going to do instead is check in. So we'll do that through a little breathing, through some mindful movement that gets us really in touch with our bodies exactly as they've shown up on our chairs today. And just an invitation to allow to-do lists and worries to be put to the side for now. All right, so come to sit in your chair. Support underneath your feet if you need for them to be flat on the ground. Make any adjustments that you can sit tall without too much effort. And then allow your hands to rest where they land in your lap, face up or face down. I invite you to close the eyes or soften the gaze to a point down in front of you. And I want you to take in the sounds around you. So you can hear my voice. You might be able to hear the birds outside my open window. What other sounds can you hear in your environment? The air conditioner, the voice of a family member or coworker in the room next door. Notice without getting too hooked. Notice without attaching a story. And let's see if, without changing your breath, can you notice it? Can you hear the sound of your breath? And it might be really quiet. Can you hear just a whisper of your breath in and out? Good. Let's begin to deepen the breath. And we'll do that with a few clearing breaths. So take some great big inhales. And then audible exhales. Twice more, breathe in. Your audible exhale can be a sigh or a flutter of the lips. Once more. Breathe out. And then seal the lips and invite your breath to move just in and out through your nose. Now begin to increase the volume. So increase the volume both in its audibility and what you can hear, but also in the capacity. Expand the rib cage greatly as you inhale. And with the same measure, empty it out completely as you exhale. Continue like that, unhurried, equal measures in, and equal measures out. A few more times. All of your attention on the sound and sensation of your breath. Using your breath as a bridge toward mindfulness. Once more. Good. You can blink your eyes open, maintain the steady pace of your breath, and just release your arms along your side. And let's take some shoulder shrugs, some shoulder rolls. They can move together, move apart. Take circles in both directions. Just loosen up through the upper back a bit. You can loosen up through the hands, the wrists, the elbows, shaking out the arms. Releasing any gripping that you're holding on to. And then do the same thing with the head and neck. So you can roll an ear to a shoulder and then the other. And while you're moving through the head and the neck, allow the shoulders and the arms to be totally relaxed. And you can invite the jaw, movement through the jaw, into this intuitive loosening up experience. And as you're moving through the upper body, maybe you can notice some subtle shifts of the body weight across the hips. Keep moving around, let it be intuitive. Don't worry about it being right or perfect. Pause where it would feel good, maybe with one ear drop to the side or with the chin to the throat. Cultivate your full Ujjayi pranayama, that deep, steady breath in and out through the nose at your pace. Good. 2 or 3 more breaths here, exploring some intuitive movement through the upper body. The head, neck, arms, shoulders. And then we'll ease our way towards neutral and we'll find hands at the lap again. Good. As you breathe in, sweep your arms up overhead, inhale. As you exhale, press your palms together in front of your chest. Inhale, press the palms and then take them up overhead. Exhale, circle the arms wide, take them to your knees and fold forward. Pause here in your forward fold. Feel free to take your legs wider if that would feel more comfortable for you. And relax your head completely. Keep your hands on your knees. As you breathe in, lift up halfway. Telescope the chest forward. Fold forward as you exhale. Inhale, press into the hands, lift all the way up. Torso up, arms wide overhead, and then palms press in front of the chest. Press the palms, take it up, breathe in. Arms circle wide, hands find your knees, forward fold. One exhale here. Halfway lift, chest reaches forward, breathe in. Fold and breathe out. Inhale, press the hands, lift up, all the way rise. Palms of your heart, breathe out. All right, we're gonna do this 3 more times. Inhale, arms up. Circle, down and around, forward fold. Half lift, Ardha Uttanasana, Uttanasana, fold. Urdhva Hastasana, rise all the way up. Press the palms. Twice more on your own. Close or soften the eyes. Coordinate this with your breath in a way that feels nourishing to your body. Last time through. All the way rise, then we'll meet with palms pressing in front of the heart. Stay here, breath in and breath out. Good. Take your hands down to your knees. Take your feet a little bit wider, so maybe as wide as your chair. And then let's bring right forearm to the chair. Lean a little into the right forearm. And then I want you to press your left hand into your thigh to stack and roll your left shoulder blade so it's right on top of your right shoulder blade. You can stay just like this, or you can extend the left arm high. Breathe in to breathe out. Good, we'll take this to the other side. Left forearm to the thigh. Start with right hand on your right thigh. Press into the thigh, roll the right shoulder onto your back. Check out how that's feeling before you rush off. And then maybe extend the right arm. Release. Come back up through center. Let's just cross right leg over the left. So keep it simple. Right leg crosses over the left. Take a prayer to your chest. And then with the legs, I want you to squeeze your inner thighs together. And so your right foot might reach a little more towards the ground. So we've got eagle pose in the lower body. Lift your chest into your thumb knuckles and then twist towards your right. So twist in the direction of the knee that's on top. Keep the sternum in contact with your thumbs and keep lifting the chest, squeezing your shoulder blades together like a scaffold for the heart. At the same time, squeeze your thighs together and continue to breathe. Good, take your gaze forward, untwist, uncross your legs. We'll take this to the other side. You can use your arms to help cross that left leg over. And then find a prayer at the heart. Squeeze the thighs together so the sole of the left foot reaches towards the ground a little more. And you might be able to tuck the left toes behind the right calf. I can't, but you might be able to. Chest lifts into the sternum, or sternum lifts into the thumbs, and then twist to the left. And so when we twist this way, unbound, our belly is doing that work for us. And so maybe you can sense that in the belly, in the side of your body. Maintain your breath. Good, come back to center. Uncross the legs. Good, set aside anything you've had your feet on. And then we're gonna come to stand and we're gonna come to face our chair. So orient yourself so that you can see me. Orient your chair as needed. And then you're going to bring your hands to the seat of your chair and walk your feet so that they're more or less underneath your hips. So you can see we're in basically an all fours position here. Take your feet at least as wide as your hips and then unlock the knees. Let's find some cat and cow here. Breathing in to drop the belly, sending the chest forward. Breathing out to round the spine, tailbone down, crown of head down. Keep going like that, breath in and breath out. Keep the knees soft. No need to micromanage the movement happening in your lower body. We're just gonna activate through the entire length of the spine, chakra virpasana. And experiment, if you'd like, with the positioning of your hands on the chair. I like to wrap my fingers around the seat of the chair because that feels pretty good in my wrists and helps me feel stable, but you might find another variation, palms flat on the chair or coming to fists might feel better for you. Good, twice more, cat and cow. Good, and then find neutral. Bring your feet closer towards one another. And then lift your right leg back behind you. Good. Breathe in here. Then as you breathe out, keep the leg straight, just swing it forward. Shin might even touch your chair. You're gonna do that a few more times. Breath in and breath out. See if you can keep the hips neutral. So by that, I mean they're pointing forward. And just swing the leg with control. And I want you to lift it up behind you enough that you can feel your glutes doing some work. You could always bend that left knee if the hamstring is feeling a little tight. Good, breathe in, reach the foot back, and then seal it down on the ground. So we're in pyramid pose here. Sole of the right foot is on the ground, heel is sealed down. And then take your feet as wide as they need to so the hips can square towards the chair. What can happen if we take it too narrow is that right hip is lifted. So let's try to get square. And then you might be feeling plenty of sensation already in your hamstrings or your calves or the backs of your ankles. But if you'd like to explore a little more sensation, you can bring forearms down to your chair. Breathe here, maintain the right heel, that back heel, sealed down on the ground. Good. Keep your left forearm on the chair or left hand if you're on your hands. And then we're going to twist, bring the right arm underneath and touch it anywhere outside on the outer line of your left leg. So if you're on your hands, it might be reaching around the thigh. If you're on your left forearm, right hand might find the shin or the ankle. Keep reaching that left hip bone back and keep breathing. Gaze can be wherever is comfortable for you. Good, come out of the twist, bring your right hand to the chair, and then step your right foot forward to meet the left, and you can wiggle this out a little bit. Good, take your weight into your hands, and then just lift your heels. So come to stand on your toes, and then rock down. And maybe you lift the toes. So we'll rock back and forth a few times on the feet just to reset, sort of like cat-cow through our feet. So we rock forward, lift the heels, rock back, lift the toes. Good. All right, bring your feet to touch. We're going to take this to the other side. Lift your left leg straight behind you. Toes point down to the ground. So basically we're in Warrior 3. Keep the legs straight and then pull it through. Maybe the shin touches the bottom of your chair, just depending on the chair and the length of your legs. Do that a few more times. Keep the hips square and lift the leg enough so that you can feel some work happening through the back line of your body. Good, lift the leg back behind you and then seal the foot down. We'll find Parshva No. What is the Sanskrit for this one? Anyway, pyramid pose. Left foot seals down. And the toes are turned out about 45 degrees. Might be hard for you to see my foot. And then take your feet as wide east and west as they need to so that you can keep the hips facing forward. Stay here for a breath or two. And then maybe if there's farther to go for you today, you can bring the forearms down. If you bring the forearms down, keep pressing that left heel into the ground. There might be a desire for it to lift up. I want you to have an energy of heaviness through the left heel. Good. All right, we're going to turn this into a twist. Take your left hand, find anywhere on the right leg. Gaze might come over to the right. Again, it can be low down on the leg if you're on your forearm, or if you've got hand on the chair, your other hand might find just the upper leg or knee. Good, come out of the twist. Step your left foot forward. We're going to rock back and forth on our feet again. So rock onto the heels, rock onto the toes. Just twice more like that. Good, all right, we're going to add on. Let's lift the right leg behind you. And then I want you to circle the hips around. So you're going to bend the knee, circle the hip. Feel it moving through that full range of motion, 360 degrees, and then take the circles in the other direction. Good. All right, pause. And then reach your right foot to the right. So you're taking a wide stance here. My right foot is to the right of the chair. And then bend into my right. I can use the chair here for balance. And then I want you to get some little springy energy through that right knee. And the next time you push off, float the foot. Whoop. Land into the knee, bend. Do that a few more times. Float the foot, lift the leg, bend into the knee. Lift up and bend. Lift up and bend. Lift. Bend. All right, here's where this gets fun. You're going to lift the leg, And then turn it into half moon pose. Reach the right leg behind you. Hips stack. Right toes point towards the wall, towards the right. And then I can keep both hands on the chair, or maybe my right hand finds my right hip. And then I'm trying to get my right shoulder blade on top of my left. Good. Keep breathing. All right, we're trying a hard transition. Keep the hips stacked, but I want you to reach the foot towards the wall. And then find that lateral lunge. Land into the right leg. It's okay if it didn't happen. Press off, right foot meets the left. Beautiful work. A cat-cow. Drop the belly, breathe in. Don't the spine, breathe out. All right, through center. See, chair yoga doesn't mean easy. Lift your left leg. Let's take some hip circles. So we're working through a lot of outer hip stuff today. Go ahead and take the circles in the other direction. Building some strength through some new range of motion. And some good knee health with that jumping kind of action that we're doing. All right, pause. Send your left foot to the left, and then bend the knee, find your lateral lunge. And then press off, lift the foot. Good. Find a rhythm here. So you use that stretch reflex at the bottom where you bend the foot, bend the knee, I mean, to lift the foot. Good. One more time. Lift up, turn it into half moon pose. Left foot reaches behind you. Both hands can stay on the chair. Left hand might find your hip. And then keep breathing. Good. All right, challenging transition. Reach the foot forward. And then find your lateral lunge, bend into the left knee. Good, press off the foot, step the foot. All right, cat and cow. Beautiful work, drop the belly, chest forward. Exhale, round the spine. Good. You might step your feet a little bit closer to your chair. Bend your right knee. Bring your right forearm to the seat of your chair. Lift your left arm high. Good. We're going to take this to the other side. So soften both knees to bring your left forearm to the chair. And then lengthen your right leg. Lift your right arm. All right, we're going to do this twice more each side. Move at your pace to unfurl and then curl in through the body. Good. When you complete both sides, just turn this into a forward fold. Knees can be soft. You can take the feet wide, and maybe the forehead finds the chair. If the forehead doesn't reach the chair, you can stack your fists, or you can grab your cushion or block underneath the forehead. Breathe here. Return onto your hands. Slowly rise, and then we'll return to our chair. So you'll find a seat. All right, beautiful work. That was a challenging one. Let's take some figure four. So shift a little forward into your chair so both feet are flat. And then let's cross the right ankle above the left knee. Right outer knee reaches down. And then we can stay upright like this, hands holding onto the shin, or you might fold forward any amount. Might feel nice to roll through the ankle a bit here. Stretch the foot. You can use your hand to do that. I always use this as an opportunity to massage the arch of my feet. Good. All right, we'll take this to the other side. Keep it simple. Switch the legs, left foot on top. This side feels a little different to me, so that's interesting. We can again stay upright. If you're feeling enough sensation here in the outer hip, you can fold forward any amount. You can add on some stretching through your feet, your ankles. Good. Come out of this, bring both feet down, and then set yourself up for a meditative seat. So again, you can take a cushion underneath your feet if needed for you to feel supported. And then any position with the hands. Good. Close the eyes or soften them down. And once again, tune into the sounds around you, the sound of my voice, the sounds of outdoors, anything around you, and also the sound of your breath. Tune your attention to the qualities of your breath right now, its sound, its depth, its pace. And over the next several breaths, I want you to begin to release control of your breath. So we've been doing a somewhat controlled pranayama, or ujjayi breath. I want you to allow the breath to find its own intuitive and natural pace, whatever that looks like or sounds like in your body in this moment. Your body is wise and knows what it needs. We are going to spend our closing meditation this afternoon doing a loving kindness meditation. And so I'm not going to make a big thing of it. We're just going to do it. So I'm going to talk you through it because it's what feels right to me in this moment. And so what our meditation will involve is repeating a series of 3 phrases and applying those to different people. And so we're going to start with ourselves and then we'll move on. So the 3 phrases will be, may you be happy, may you be safe, may you be free from suffering. If there's a different version of those phrases that works for you, that's fine too. I like may you be content is a nice option instead of may you be happy. Could be. So I'm going to talk it through. I'm going to guide you to start, and then I'm going to give you cues of when to consider another person. We're going to start with ourselves. So as you're sitting here in meditation with your eyes closed or soft, I want you to visualize what you look like, what you're wearing, the you-ness of you. And then you're going to repeat these phrases to yourself. May I be happy. May I be safe. May I be free from suffering. On your own, in your mind, repeat, may I be happy. May I be safe. May I be free from suffering. Continue on your own. Finish the round that you're on now. And then I would like for you to call to mind a person that you love. Your partner, sibling, a friend. Visualize that person, what they look like, their smile, what they're doing right now. And then you'll repeat using their name in the phrase. May so-and-so be happy. May they be safe. And may they be free from suffering. Continue on your own. Next, I'd like for you to consider a stranger. So it could be your mail carrier. It could be the person who bagged your groceries yesterday. It might be a neighbor you saw walk down the street. Consider that person, visualize them, hold them in your thoughts. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be free from suffering. Continue that wish to that stranger. Acknowledge that you do not need to know someone to wish for them to be happy, safe, and free from suffering. And finally, I'd like for you to consider a group of people. And so you can decide how wide that is based on how you feel that you can hold that in your thoughts. So you could start small with your household, your family. You could take it broader and include your neighborhood, your city, your country, the whole world. Define it. Don't think too hard. Visualize that group of people and those qualities that unite them. And then wish them the same. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be free from suffering. Return to your breath. Return your attention to this room, sounds, sensations around you. Keep your eyes soft or closed and begin to awaken your body with small movements at first, fingers and toes, wrists and ankles, rolling the head around, releasing the jaw. Maybe a clearing breath. Let's press the palms together in front of our heart and feel the warmth of our chest lift into this gesture of gratitude, of reverence, and of Anjali Mudra. I am grateful to each one of you for taking time for your practice, for sharing your movement and your meditation virtually today and any time you make time for your practice. Thank you. All right. As always, thank you so much for coming to my practice for class today. We'll keep this going on Fridays as long as we can. Yeah, thanks. Have a beautiful rest of your day.